Masters of the Universe, say its makers, is the first live-action film ever to be inspired by a line of toys. They announced this with a certain amount of modest pride, as though it were a significant breakthrough in the development of the cinematic art. Next week, no doubt, the first film ever to be inspired by a piece of blotting paper or the top of a cereal packet. However, this line of toys, with which I was not personally acquainted hitherto, appears to feature two main characters, the heroic He-Man and the evil Skeletor, who are locked in an eternal battle for control of the universe. What else? He-Man is played by Dolph Lundgren, last seen as the nasty Russian boxer in Rocky IV, a man who seems to have rented his muscles from the same manufacturer who supplies Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Skeletor, by contrast, is not at all muscular. On the contrary, he has the fine-drawn look of one who's rather overdone it with the F-Plan diet, and looking unrecognisable beneath this bony facade is, surprisingly, Frank Langella, who played a rather interesting, and so women assure me, sexy Dracula about 8 years ago. Sad to see him reduced to impersonating an animated toy.
Everything comes to he who waits. And I have waited so very long for this moment.
Let her go.
I don't think so. No. While she remains imprisoned within this field, her powers increase my own. And when the moon reaches its zenith, the great eye will open, and all the powers of Grayskull will be bestowed upon me. Your wondrous sorceress will die. You dare threaten her life? I dare anything. I am Skeletor. Throw down your weapons and pledge yourself to me, or you will join her.
It's not her you want, it's me. It's always been between us.
Silence!
It's the locksmith. The little worm has another key!
What? No. Kill him!
Coming through the door! Keep working!
It occurs to me that Dolph Lundgren must rent his adenoids from the same supplier as Sylvester Stallone as well. Well, now, it occurs to me that I haven't told you anything about the plot, and that's because there's not much to tell. Briefly, old Skeletor and his wicked henchgirl, Evil Lynn, played by Meg Foster, are going about their usual nefarious business of controlling the universe. And He-Man and his henchpersons, John Cypher and Chelsea Field, are trying to stop them. For some reason, very possibly to cut down on the cost of special effects. Most of this takes place in and around a music shop in present-day California, and involves the participation of two teenagers, Courtney Cox and Robert Duncan McNeil. There's a lot of fighting, which invariably ends up with He-Man and company slaughtering whole regiments of Darth Vader lookalikes, who, having apparently not been gifted with eyes, are the worst shots in the history of space warfare, and could not be relied upon to hit the Starship Enterprise from 10 paces, even if it was parked and clamped. Not that the Starship Enterprise actually turns up here, but I mention it because practically everything else you've ever seen in a science fantasy epic seems to have been included. To add to the feeling of familiarity, the dialogue includes lines like, "You're right, it's too quiet." Always a belter, that one. But lest I give the impression that Masters of the Universe could confidently plead not guilty to any possible charge of originality, I must add that He-Man and company do have a salutation I'd not heard before. "Good journey," they say to each other on parting. And this, I imagine, is the intergalactic equivalent of "Have a nice day." What? The acting? Well, what kind of acting would you expect in stuff like this? Let us simply say that they all do their best in difficult circumstances.
Sign out.
Moving!
Looks like Skeletor got here before us.
It's all clear over here.
They're ready.
Kevin! Oh my God, Kevin, you all right? He's bleeding. What happened?
They asked me for the key, but I didn't have it.
The cosmic key. Kevin, did they take it?
No. The policeman took it.
And where is he now?
What is this thing? What's the matter with him?
Skeletor's work. The collar of Eldrabad. They've been questioning him. I'll have it off in a moment.
He'll be all right.
Who put this on you?
A woman. Strange eyes.
Eva Lynn. She's here.
From the looks of this place, she definitely wasn't alone.
Right.
Oh!
You all right?
Julie? Julie, get out of here! Now! Oh, damn!
Kevin, these are my friends!
Your friends? Julie, look, will somebody tell me what the hell is going on here? Huh? I mean, all of a sudden these creatures come in and start to beat the crap out of
Kevin,
me.
listen to me. These people are fighting against the others. They saved my life. Now trust me.
Trust you? Julie, I swear to God, these things come in here. I mean, look at this place.
Look, look! Native clothing. Lots of it. All over the place. If we dress like this, no one will recognize us.
What the hell is that?
See?
Perfectly obvious what it is. It's one of those that you don't see many of them about.